all the new rules that have come out, I just had to read a whole bunch of stuff before I could go live. I'm like, really? Oh. Things you do. Oh, how's everybody doing? Not sure anybody's here yet. Oh. How's the weather treating y'all? No cold here. Looks like I'm the only one watching myself so far. Oh, man. Plenty of restrictions now with YouTube. Hey, there's somebody to join me. Hey there, how y'all doing? Oh. So, as everybody know, this weekend didn't get a whole lot done this week. Didn't get any videos made, as you can tell. We're just here and kind of following along with all those new rules on not for children videos and uh, age restricted. If you age restrict your videos, then you're no longer monetized. And like, really? Wow, what a mess. Must have been. Oh, but I think the only one in here is just me myself, and I. Two watching now. Oh, we got two in here. Oh, I haven't been excited about a football game as it was last night. Our school's gone on the state stuff, and they won last night. It was a close game, but they got her pulled off. Unfortunately, one of our players got hurt during the game, so see how next Friday goes. As you notice, I got a jacket on it. I'm cold. I haven't been feeling good today. It just. Hell, I got some more core motors coming in. About four of them coming in now. I got told shop's paying X amount for the blocks. I'm almost thinking about getting my hands on a few of them, tear them down, take them to the machine shop. Hey, Mark. Hey, Chris. Oh, I could be doing better today. I just been going to bed early the last couple of nights, and today I got up and I'm just kind of sour. I don't know. Just ate dinner with the wife, and that hasn't set ever since. So not sure. Last night we watched. Hey, Dave, watched the grandkids and come out of the house to leave the grandkids, and I had to drive off. My truck had a flat tire, self tapping screw in the tire. That turned into an ordeal to get off. The rim was stuck on the truck, wouldn't come off, and hi Matthew. So finally got it off and changed last night, so I got the spare on. So then noticed the wife's tires need to blow out on her back driver. So yeah, this week we're going to be tire shopping for us, at least hers. I'll keep driving on my scabs. And yeah, I'm drinking a pop, trying to get my belly to suck. So yeah. Trying to read and yes, this weather, it was cold and it's still cold, but it's up. Temperature's warmer, but and the grandkids got the sniffles, but oh well. Bought that at noon, took a couple of drinks of it in. Is that right? I started drinking it here and kind of helped the stomach start settling down. So yeah, and, got one block up to the machine shop. That's clean, ready to be picked up. And then the one set of heads, the castings are good, but they were wet too long, and the valves need to be faced, and seats need to be ground, and yeah. You can't let good stuff sit out in the weather. Hey, Gary. It's Sunday night, and I hadn't made any videos, so I figured I better do a little bit of a show tonight, check in with everybody, and oh, just kind of tired and run down and notice I don't think it's going to show up on camera, but my skin's just a pasty white tonight. I've been drinking water, so I don't know what the heck's going on. Oh wow, 9-to-1, 6-inch rod, hydraulic. Hey SD, I was pretty respectable there, Mark. That's pretty respectable. I'd like to know what mine is doing. Oh, okay, Chris. Nice and clean too. This one the guy's making a 383 out of. The machinist said somebody must have been bad on changing oil. He says it looked like blood clot snot when they come out the deck plug and the one in front of the block. He said like snot rolls. He said come out of there for oil. I'm like, dang, that was nasty. So he said he had to run it through the hot tank 4 times before the oil passage you were clean. Oh, good, Chris. I bet you were, Mark. You kind of really got me wanting to take mine to the dyno and see what it does. Yeah. Well, another race motor sold. Hey, Greg. Got a call today a little while ago and settling up on one of the race motors. So there'll be 2, but that one may or may not ever get out to the track next year because he's going to have surgery next month. So we'll have to see how he heals up. Yeah, well, you're not too late. I just started 8 minutes ago, so you're doing good. Oh. Oh, and then you know, I got these springs here. The guy told me he never used them. Blah blah blah. They're what they're supposed to. And I'm like, oh well, okay. And you look at them and you can see they are brand new. They have not been used. But if you look up the part number here, there's part number right there. The springs that are on this box don't match the picture. And yeah, these are not 400. What are these? 483 inch-pound springs. So yeah, luckily I don't have much into them, but got a nice set of stock springs put on something. But they weren't what they were supposed to be. And oh, it's been on my shelf. I haven't used them. Well, I evidently used the ones that were in there and took something else off. But yeah, I've been late to the show. Ah, yeah, I want to get going on the 377 again. I've been cleaning up. I've taken another pickup load of trash. I don't know where it came from, but I started picking up in here, and oh Jesus, my gut is just rotten tonight. Sorry, it's been that way all day. Took out another pickup load of garbage out of here and getting some of the room back, and it's stuff that it don't make sense why it was left in here. So, I don't know. It's amazing working on motors and metal. Yeah, it just shows up. I mean, uh, yeah, stuff magically appears. Oh, I don't have them on me. Found my missing pliers. If I would have remembered, Mama Bear sent me uh, if I would have remembered, Mama Bear sent me some snacks. I would have found my pliers a few days ago. You know what? We're missing somebody. I better get a hold of him. Come on. Do. Okay, where is he? There he is. I keep forgetting to let him know right away since YouTube no longer lets him. Glass beaded the dampers inside the spring? No, I haven't. I haven't done that. Yeah, I don't know where camper. You know what? Come to think of that, I haven't heard from Mike for a few days. I'm gonna. Yeah, Snoopy. He's just saying, chill out. You know, now that you said that, I have. Let's see. Yeah, he's not there. I'm gonna pick on him. Oh, yep, Snoopy. It's kind of one of those days of feeling. You know, we got found out there's a race shop buying blocks again, so almost can make more off of doing buying them, strip them down, and haul them off. Would add up quick. Could make a nice Christmas or funds for other builds. So, uh, that's where I struggle too with some of these builds. Can't afford to have the cranks ground because you can buy a new crank cheaper than what they want for grinding the crank. Okay. Well, I ain't getting out anything out of Camper Mike, Matt. And like I said, well, the last time no, I don't want that. I want this. I haven't heard anything from him. It shows he was active 7 minutes ago, so he might be showing up. But whew, I almost need a dang tape recorder going all the time so I can record. Yeah, SD thing around here you can buy brand new cheaper than what the machine shops are charging. I mean, to get a and finding a good standard crank around here is next to impossible. It seems like everybody um, just ran without oil, chewed them up. I mean, I got a bunch of core cranks out there. I knew some kids out of college that was needing stuff to turn. Heck, I could take them those and have them turn them. But as for paying for them, no. And right now, I'm really seriously starting to think about getting my hands on a boring bar. I really would like to start boring my own blocks. And then I could have the machine shop hone it for me. Or get my own hone too and hone it. So that could be fun. I wouldn't mind standing there boring a block. Uh, and I tell you, getting valve jobs done. There, Dan, how you doing? Uh, the price of that varies. Really? Uh, the price variance from one area to another for getting valve jobs done. $280 in a set of heads to have them clean, crack checked, and surface and valve job done, which really ain't that bad. You can go down. Well, my buddy down in Wichita got a guy down there do the same thing for $80. So I don't know how the quality is compares, but yeah, a lot of variances. I mean, you never know. I won't mess with the line hone. I'll do the boring and honing. But as for decking and line honing, I'll still let another shop do that if it block needs it. Guess I should have ate some rolls today. Yeah, Greg, I gotta figure out how I've got a bunch of heads that I need done up, and well, yeah, yeah, I know you guys got to balance it after that, but so by the time you turn here, like I said, it's like $250 to turn the crank and another 150 to balance the whole motor. So yeah, you've got about three, four, three and a half in that crank. Where yeah, it's yeah. I want to the heads here. I need some guides put in, and this is where I miss my father-in-law. I wish he was still in the machine shop because he did good work, and it was fun watching him do that stuff. Yeah, I seen a little thing from Mike Rowe that they all always pushed for higher education. A 4 year, you got to go to a 4 year college. Got to do 4 years, otherwise you ain't going to get. Well, we got so many that are 4 year qualified, and there's no jobs for them. But everybody thinks all their student debt they got kind of dictates they need a high paying job to get their debt paid off. But nobody wants to pick up a shovel and go to work because it doesn't pay enough. Uh, it's our country's in trouble. It's really in trouble with the workforce. I mean, yeah, all that stuff needs to be reweighed and double checked and all that. Oh yeah. So far, everything I've gotten, he's checked the weights on them, and they've been right on. What they marked on the box was what they weighed. So I've been lucky there. Everything fit just fine. That's right. If you don't balance a good motor, it don't stay good very long. The one motor that I had fun with drove my father-in-law to. Well, he was a friend at the time before he became a father-in-law. right? And one time I had a borer and hone a block before I bought the Pistons, drove him nuts. Just set him up. That ended up being one of the best running motors I had. Everything fit just right. It ran great. It ran hard. It pulled hard. It was a good little motor. Yeah, we got to get more people to start. I don't know. We got to get rid of the stigmatism about a big guy like me that wants to work, but you looking, well, you're a health hazard. We don't want you, or we ain't going to give you a chance. I mean, we got to get rid of that stigma too. I mean, there's stuff I could still be doing, but nobody will hire me. So that's why I sit out here at the shop trying to do what I do. Uh, and I said that last week because a lot of big people are like you're dumb and stupid and you don't know what you're doing and you can't do nothing. And uh, we're all human. Yeah, it just. I live in the wrong area, but yet at the same time, we can't afford to pick up and move. Anyway, yeah, I gotta find. Yeah, nobody is perfect. There's only been one perfect person walk the face of this earth. And we all know who that was. Uh, yeah, so anybody got a good place to buy tires? I mean, holy crap, I got looking around and both my trucks. Smokey. uh, Smokey, that would have been cool to meet him back in the day when he was doing all that stuff and got in good with him, and that would have been fun. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm still eating dinner from 6 or 7 hours ago. Uh, yeah. Warren Johnson, yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of great people that have done stuff that everybody thought, oh, they can't do it, and look at they did it. Hey, Kurt, how you doing? Oh, uh, old Rusty, yep. Old Grumpy Jenkins, yep. Hey, it would have been fun to run with the Intimidator too. It needs attention. Yeah. Oh man. No. Oh yeah, I had a guy call me wanted to figured out a couple of motors and got a hold of them. They never got back to me, but I see they're looking elsewhere for motors. That's okay. Can't win them all. This end up. Oh yeah, old Grumpy. Yep, with the 327. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When he died, so did NASCAR. It's never been the same since then. I didn't realize how many tracks have been abandoned by NASCAR and sitting and gone the rot. It just yeah, the system. Yeah. Yes, he would. Old Smokey was pretty good at doing stuff too. Who was it that said you didn't start making horsepower or making power with a small block until after 10 grand? I'm like, 10 grand? Yeah. That's spinning pretty good there. Yep. Well, our snow we got the other day is melted and pretty much gone. And today it kind of tried raining here, and but it didn't amount to much. Hey, Sean, not too much. Had to relocate another possum again. I tell you, we got a bunch of empty pop cans at home because you got to make an appointment to return your cans now. So they're just getting stockpiled. They made a pretty good alarm the other night. They had a stupid possum come in the house again. Okay. 787 Pontiac Bandit. Oh yeah. I bet your mama bear's probably sleeping. Oh yeah, Grumpy proved that you could do a lot with stock blocks. A lot of people think that stock blocks aren't capable of making horsepower running, but you can. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Um, let's see. Let's see. Do. I Camper Mike can't find the show. Uh, it's not showing him. Huh. Oh, yeah, that's home from the hospital. Uh-oh, what happened to you, Ryan? That's not good. Yeah, the 4-7 swap. Yep, or whatever. Hey, there's Mike. The lost has been found. 3-day migraine. Oh, ouch! I feel for you, Ryan. Ah, not really sure, Sean. I got 3 core motors coming in. I already got one here, and that's already tore down. So now that I ended up with that, now I know it's mine. I'm going to maybe dig it out and do something with it. I know it needs board, so I do have some pistons here. I can make a cheap motor for somebody. Yeah, I hope. I hope. I don't know if you guys caught or you all got your notices, the ones that post videos, that you had to choose whether you make videos for children or not. You had to decide if you want it age restricted and blah, blah, blah. And if you made one choice, you were not going to be monetized. If you made the other choice, you stay monetized. But I, well, when I hit the go live button on here, there was a whole list of stuff I had to read through and make choices before I could go live. Well, Judy, there you are. How you been? So yeah, yeah, and there's it's almost getting to the point where why even do YouTube? I mean, uh, Yeah. Long time no see, Judy. I hope everything's been good, going okay for you. Well, since I last talked to you, I've been in and out of the hospital and sick, and then it just, yeah, it's been interesting. The cure was actually worse than the ailment for their while, so yeah, yeah, I'm going to have to start researching some other stuff and maybe try to figure something else out. I mean, oh, Ryan, ow, that was a bad, 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 bad migraine. Ouch, buddy. Yeah, I just what snow? It's melted. It's gone. It almost looks like about if temperature's getting warmer, I'll have to get the mower out one more time. Yeah, we had our yeah no snow. Send it down up to Canada. They can have it. I just yeah, I'm just kind of thinking that's what's getting to me a little bit. Just oh, snowblind. Oh yeah, that's no good. And having a headache on top of it. Yeah, that's well, I won't make any promises there, Chris. But yeah, I've had troubles with that in the past too, and that's no fun. Yeah, the snow didn't last long. I mean, which is nice, but 11 Celsius. Okay, yeah, I think we. Well, we're at 38 right now. I know we were warmer earlier. And they say this week's supposed to be good. I'm going to check it quick. Let's see, daily this week. What do we? Holy, yeah! Wow, no wonder that guy's going to pull those motors for me. 48 tomorrow, 56 Wednesday and Tuesday, 38 Thursday, then 41, 45, and 47. That is a good week. Yeah, I'm getting. Hey, Thomas. Getting some 350 cores in. I don't know if they're 2 bolts, 4 bolts, steel cranked, or what they are, but I hope something good. So yeah, if anybody knows of a good boring bar for sale that ain't too expensive, give me a link. I need to find a good boring bar. I would like to sit here and do that stuff myself. Like this one motor here, I could bore it myself and then get it honed and have it together rather quick. I do have a good crank to put in that one. It's sitting in a bag, so yeah, if I can polish a gear ink, uh, okay, Greg. Well, let me know if you find something. I know it. I want to get to where I'm doing some of my own machine work. I'm getting tired of paying somebody else and then not feeling like they appreciate the money for what they did. Uh, so otherwise, yeah. waiting on parts for this other 383. Oh, and I did some checking, and I do have to order something for my 406. So they call it a spacer ring for the bottom oil groove. Yeah, let me get it. I need the spacer ring for the bottom oil ring groove on the piston. It supports your oil ring so it don't flex and fall down in on your wrist pin. I talked to United Engine Machine yesterday, and yeah, when the machinist cleaned them, they took it all off and threw them away. He says, "Yeah, those pistons are supposed to have that." Yeah, Van Norman, yes, that'd be nose. Yeah, in most shops, and if you don't buy your parts through them, they add 20 to 5% to the bill for not purchasing the parts through them. So yeah, luckily the guy got me. God, Summit's got them $4 a piece. So yeah, I got know which ones they are. The oh crap, it was wrote down here. Let's see. Oh, R75s. I don't know. I had it wrote down here yesterday. Uh, oh boy. Yeah, R-75 is the ones that he said I needed. So hopefully by the end of the week I can get those ordered. Then I can get back to work on that 406. I think I am going to go with an aftermarket crank. I'm kind of chickening out on the factory crank because they say the factory 400 cranks are good for about 450, 500 horse. And I don't know, this one might go a little over that. So if I can swing it, I'm going to get an aftermarket crank for it and then get it balanced and everything. Yeah, I'd like to see what this 406 is going to do. Because the pistons are lightweight, the rods aren't too bad on weight. It'll be a lightweight rotating 406, so should accelerate pretty good. Hopefully, wind up and get you to the other end real fast. So, holy crap, 24 people in here. Hey, smash the like button. Thanks for joining me. So, yeah, talking to you guys, I'm starting to feel better. Yeah, I said something and chased one off. Oh, man. No, oh, yeah, I got shocks coming for the kids' car. Or the Yukon, I should say. Hopefully that smooths out that ride. Hey, Tina. How you doing? Nice. It was nice to meet you guys the other day in Green Bay's. Yep. Hopefully here we'll have some stuff going again. And I also got oil lines for Snowball. They were here. I may have said that last weekend. I don't remember. Got them going, and uh, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to drop the front differential a couple inches to get them in and out, which ain't going to be fun. Yep, that's the one I'm looking at. I'm getting the one for the 406. That's the one I'm thinking about. Yeah, and then you can now get the cranks for your 377s. Oh, Thank you, Tina. I see you there. Tina's Vlogs. Met her in Green Bay Wackies the other day. Yeah, we get. I want to get these motors together and running. Really want to get the Cutlass home and get that thing going. I got to move for a second. I'll show you guys what we gained here in the shop. Yeah, when I looked a couple of years ago, I had found a couple of rebuilt Van Normans. The guy was selling them both, and I would have liked to bought them both. He wanted $700 a piece for them with the tooling. So yeah, it don't look like it did much back there, but at least that shelf up there is not broken and falling down anymore, and almost got the books down, and can actually have a little workspace again. There's the 383 hiding right there. Almost half tempted to put that on the stand, but I have another motor. I might have to go on the stand and be checked out. Yeah. And then here's the Eagles 383 crank, which isn't a bad looking crank. But found out this is only good for 5 to 550 horsepower and 7,000 RPM. And then I got a 2020 stock 400 crank here and a 1010 400 crank there. And somewhere around here I'm supposed to have a standard 400 crank, but I don't know where it went. Don't remember using it. And then the Pour 377 hiding right there. I'm ready to get that thing running. But yeah, this block right there is a late model 1-piece rear seal 4-bolt main. That's mine now. You have 2 standard 400s. Hey Greg, tell me you got a couple of 302 Chevy cranks. I also want to build another 302 Chevy again. Oh, and then I didn't notice this. The one I'm using for the 406. This is weird. Okay, where is it? Look at what I found there. Casting flaw. And that's not going to be able to be decked out, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. It's high up. There's no water. But yeah, something got in the casting when this one was made. So I was like, I don't know if I really want to use that block. Yeah, I know you do, SD. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about putting some all metal or JB Weld in there just to. And then I do have another set of. I got 2 pistons to replace 2 of the 383 pistons I had originally that I couldn't find the one to fix. Let's see. Set this here. Right there. I got a couple pistons. These were used. Oh, okay. I could do that. Yeah, do you see a bit of a problem? And there's 2 pistons that kind of got that kind of damage in this set. So I finally found 2 singles. I'll have to rebalance everything in that, but I'll have another set of pistons just like those are 6-inch rod 383 pistons, so I could duplicate that motor right there again. So yeah, I never thought of that. I know I'm going to have this block decked. I should hit it, clean it out, and buzz it with the welder. Yep. And then that old block right there on top of it. Here, if I remember correctly, these are the 2482 main caps. See that right there? You look that up. These are the main caps to a 302 Chevy. But the motor is not a 302 Chevy. Pretty sure the 2482s were the 302 Chevy main caps. And that's what my 383 has, is the 302 Chevy main caps in that motor right there, the orange one. They're a true steel cap or something. They were a stronger cap made factory, so let's see. So yeah, got those, and then I got I don't know, it turned kind of black, but that's not a problem, right? There, that dark colored crank is my 62 or 63 327 steel crank there. I soaked that in white vinegar for a while, and then I had to, and then I soaked it in the Vaporust to clean it, and now, yeah, the 350 block was used as the 302. Anyway, I got to mic that crank now and see if it was ever been turned or not. I'm hoping it's still standard, so then I think I'll get a gun cleaning kit for a 22 rifle that's got the steel bristles and go through all the oil passages, shine them up on that crank and get it turned. Something like that I would have turned, because you're not going to find that many small journal 327 cranks anymore. And especially for numbers matched to the block, so it's the same year as the block, so it's either 62 or 63 327. It's got a weird suffix code on it that I think I finally determined it was a warranty replacement 327. Is what it was coded as. Yeah, one time I had a DZ motor before I knew what a DZ motor was, and yeah, I had to go back and tell myself, nope, don't sell that one. That one's special. Had the block crank, or had the block, heads, intake, and crank for that. Everything else was missing. Yeah, I don't know I can't remember what the casting number is on the back of that block. I tell you, when they first started making those back in the early 60s, they didn't put a lot of info on those blocks. Not like they do towards uh, they do now. Yeah, I guess they had an anhydrous tank leaking somewhere. So yeah, right now on the engine stands are 30 over 400s. I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. The one's going to be the 406. The other one I haven't decided. I've been kind of looking at trying to do one of those 421s and see. Yeah. Well, I know too, Greg, where that weird mark is. It's high enough up where there's not going to be any oil. There's not any water, so I don't know. Might copper coat the gasket and call it good. Yeah, oh yeah. I've got one motor that I turned over 9,200 RPMs, and that's fun. That's a different sound. Yeah, I know. I had come to find out after I was at the junkyard, I told the guy about one. And the guy told me the offer that he would make the customer because I was a 327 I was building. Come to find out, the 327 he was building came out of a vet, and it was the correct year for the guy. The guy offered him big bucks for that 327. At the time, he said no. He kept it, and I think later he would have probably been better off selling the block because I think he ended up having to sell the vehicle because of a divorce. So, yeah. I was like, God, darn it. And I wish I would have had my 327 yet. But hey, Casey, how you doing? So, yeah. Been cleaning up and moving around and just doing what I can. And I like here. Right there's a set of heads. If I had the valve grinding equipment, I would redo them myself. They may or may not need it. I mean, I washed them. Set there is what's going on the 406. And then I've got, oh, wow. Hell. I've got 5 or 6 sets of double humps of my own, 4 sets of 882s. I got 1 or 2 sets of 487Xs. So yeah, Greg, I got a lot of heads that need to be done. Okay, Casey, that's crazy. Yeah, I still got 487X or the 487s. Yeah, my 5.3 is. Where is it? It's right there. Yep, I got 462s, 461s, 292s. Yeah, Greg, we'll talk on Facebook. We'll see if we can get something figured out because I'd like to have these heads done up and ready to go. Some of them I want done up to handle camshafts up to 6 to 650 lift. Yeah, I got some crazy ideas and need them surfaced and yeah, the 292s. There's one I'm looking for. I can't remember if it's the 292 or which one. I need another one. And a guy here's got a set of 462s. But looking at them, he might need some seats in those. Those were hammered pretty hard. I guess the story is the machine shop lost his set, so they gave him another set. And there might have been a reason why his set got lost. They probably didn't need as much work as these. I don't know. Wasn't there, can't prove it. Yeah. Oh yeah, those ones that were manufactured. Yeah. Yep, that's where that crankshaft came from. Was Competition Products. The bow tie heads. Yep. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of business with Competition. They're fast shippers, and I haven't had any problems yet with them. Ooh, dang. Lost a set of heads in the machine shop. Yeah. Been there, done that too. So yeah. Oh, and then I'm talking. I will know this week. I think on when the 427 and the 454 is coming in. So that's another reason I've been trying to clean up in here, and really, really should get one of those shipping containers, have it parked out here, and uh, get some pallets and load everything on pallets, and have my cousin come over with his little mini forklift and put them all in that shipping container for me. Get a lot of this out, but the only problem is once you clean it and you put it in a non-heated building, this stuff turns to rust so fast, so fast. That's why I like spraying everything down with WD-40. Yeah, great. That'd be fun to come out there and watch you do a few castings and that, and see how that all works. My goal is to find. I know it looks like my goal is to find this bench again. Yeah, you got a double pumper right there. Got it. Yeah, it's either that one or the one. Yeah, it's this first. That one's double pumper. Gotta get a kit for that. Like I said, once I get all that stuff used up and back on, those were actually the heads on that old 350 out of that Coyote hunting truck of mine. There's those pistons. I'll show you guys those again. Remind you, these came out of a factory motor, and the reason we know they were factory because the guy owned the car since new. And there's the markings on them. Factory 40 over. And they were stamped with the word special. And these ran for what we figure up 25 years in that motor. Just, and I mean, they look just like this when we put them in the motor. Rough casting too. I just wish I could remember what they came out of, but yeah. So factory 40 over pistons that were marked special out of a 350 Chevy. And that guy ran that truck hard. Dang hard. And that's the one I did the poor man balance by using a 305 crank and those pistons, and it worked pretty good all these years. You know, if I could have recorded everything I've ever done with a small box Chevy, or the strange stuff I ran across and the stuff I found at other guys' places, that would have been cool to go back and see all that stuff and show everybody, yeah, this stuff really existed at one time. I got 4 of them. I need 4 more. Guy had 4 of them. He says, I don't know what happened to the other 4, but I got 4 of them. I need 4 more, and I could have a set of factory original pink rods. I don't think these guys as well. Nope, these are press on only. And here's the thing about it is up under the head. I don't know if it'll show up. We didn't do it, but those pistons were balanced at one point in time. So, yeah. I don't know what GM was trying to prove with this, but my one bit of factory GM out the door stuff that I got my hands on. Yeah, the father-in-law asked me, "You want them?" I said, "Hell yeah." The only thing I can't remember on that Coyote motor is I don't think I had the 993 heads on there when I sold it to the guy. I want to say I actually had a set of double humps or something on it, but I don't know. As hard as that guy ran that motor, he might have taken out the heads that I had on it originally because there was gray silicone, and back when I built that motor, there wasn't no gray silicone. Oh yeah, the Ohio crankshafts. Yep. Yeah, that's what I kind of wish if I could find somebody to buy all these cranks around here. Probably got a small little fortune in all these cranks. I got two standard 350 cranks over there. I'm hoping they're going to polish up. Uh, oh, I'm sorry for that. Like I said, but oh, otherwise, yeah. When I built this bill, I've come across some old videos and pictures when this wasn't so full. I'm like, this was a big building. Now I've got too much in here. And then here's another 350 hiding behind the 406 there. That was just tore down a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Unfortunately, the cylinders got rusty, so it needs board. But it ended up being appears to be a nice clean 4-bolt main yet. I got to crack check the lifter valley, make sure that ain't broke, and get that all checked out. And I think that's going to get turned into a nice little 350, 355. I used to sell on eBay. I sold a lot on eBay. And I guess if you stop selling on eBay, they don't consider you. I'm basically back to where I got to start all over on eBay again. Um, yeah, I've thought about it. I don't know. I kind of, when eBay started taking as much as they were for stuff you sold, yeah. Uh, hey, Ohio. I'm doing pretty good. Just kind of kicking back, running around the shop talking about a few projects coming up. And yeah, 5.3. I think those Flowtech, well, maybe that's what I might do. Check out what I got to get for valves and get that all fixed up. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I've got those nice Flowtech heads sitting on the 5.3 right there. Those are the ones I got about a little over a year ago that are bare. And get the valves for those and get those heads put together. And still wouldn't mind putting a Corvette roller camshaft in that motor. The one that we were looking at would make that little 5.3 get up and scoot. Still want to put that in that gray truck or actually in my truck or something. That would be neat to have there, Greg. Yes. Uh, when everything goes. I even heard the old boys today when we were at lunch. The old timers. I don't know. You know, sometimes when old timers speak, you kind of listen. They were questioning each other on how soon the depression is going to hit again. One boy says, it ain't going to happen under Trump, but he says it's going to happen here soon. I'm like, wow, you got old guys saying that there's a depression coming. That's kind of scary. Yeah. And the people that get and people that get bent out of shape because you de-stroke a 400, you know what? They haven't ran a de-stroke 400 yet to see how much fun it is. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I've noticed too, driving around this weekend doing what I had to do. It just seemed different out there this weekend. I don't know if it's because we had snow and then it melted or what. On my 377, when I had the original one, that guy said it sounded like a jet plane landing on the highway when I went past him. And I had exhaust on it all the way back to the axle. As he said, there's no way in hell you got exhaust on that. And I'm like, yes, I do. So, and it kind of sucks. I ended up scoring some stud girdles here. Purple things right there. But unfortunately, they're for 7/16 studs. I would have liked to use them on my 377, but I can't because then that would mean I'd have to get new rocker arms again. I got the ones for 3/8, but actually I should have been thinking I got 7/16 and just done that, but because the heads I'm thinking about putting on the 377 are the angle plugged bolt hold double humps. I can't remember what number they are right now, but I gotta get them somewhere and get them cleaned up and washed and see what kind of springs those are good for. And my can I'm going to run in the 377. It's like the 595 or 597 left on the exhaust, so I need some pretty good springs in there. Excuse me. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a couple engine stands opened up, and I don't know, maybe that's what I'll do this week. Get the 383 back on the run stand, run it again, and just make some noise. Gotta get more cam 2 for it. Right? Yeah, the things. Oh wow, Sean. Okay, missed your comment there. Yeah, that's a pretty respectable motor too. I don't think what else I got around here. Oh yeah. There's the oil lines I got to put in the snowball. Uh, I guess what the problem is these rigid lines here, right there where my hand is, getting it up over the differential or getting it out is what the problem is. So yeah, I got my scanner working again. Oh yeah, got it. We're putting studs into this one here, I guess. Anyway, that poor block back there, that one's missing one of its main caps. Yeah, and here's some heavy pistons too. That came out of a motor. Oh! These things are. These things here are heavy. They're 30 over. They're sealed power. They're H617Ps. And here's the thing, they got the nice dome piston, but look at how far down the ring is. Hey Paul, I'm doing fair. Uh the top ring is all the way down, and that leads to compression, and then your second ring's way down. That's those. And then here on these 383s, look at how close the top ring is to the top of the piston. That ups your compression. That's why you can get some good compression ratios with a flat top piston, because that ring ain't clear down the side. And some guys just think they absolutely got to have a dome piston or That even a dish piston with a ring too close to the top like that can get you some good compression too. So you always don't need a dome to have a good compression. I'll get back in here. Get back on the soft chair again. $415 to rebuild. Oh, fun. Okay. Yeah. I haven't ever messed with gapless rings yet. I got a feeling that'll be coming up here soon. Cold out, and I still got to drink ice water because I can't stand warm water. I literally really can't. Here when we bought that 5 gallons, I think it was like $7.58 a gallon. It had to be $8 a gallon because it cost them right at 40 some dollars plus tax. So yeah, 5 gallon, yeah. Hey, jeez, had to stop and think, dude. Yeah, the capless rings, they look nice, but I don't know. Oh, man, I walked off and left the phone in here. I wonder how many messages I missed. Oop, missed call. Oh well, I'll call them back later. Oh, hey, Matt. Yeah, I've had that happen too. Something sat around for years, and yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know, a lot of race motors I've had my hands on that other big shops have built. I've yet to this day ever found a set of gapless rings in anything. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, less blow by and more horsepower. You know, a while back I had a couple of motors that I took apart that I know I had the rings timed so they wouldn't be in line. And I seen a show, and come to find out it was because the way the cylinders were honed, it spun the rings too fast, and they ended up lining up. So cylinder wall finish plays a big difference too on keeping your rings from lining themselves up. I don't know. You go on YouTube and you go back and you find the old videos of the old timers making those motors and casting them and machining them. If you would try doing that with today's motors, they'd have a cow. And those old boys were just, well, they weren't old boys then. They were young guys doing stuff that was impossible, but they were getting it done. I do like the chromoly rings. I do. I do use those. Had pretty good luck. And like this out of 383 here's for the ones that were wondering what the support ring is. It's this one right here. It's right there. It's on the piston. That way it stiffens that up so your oil ring don't flex, or this one doesn't have a stop on it. So, your rings rotate. If the ring would rotate there, that end of that wire would get there and drop down, and actually could continue to work its way down into your motor and make a big mess. I have seen that happen. Hey Lee, how you doing? Yeah, I've been using Silpower rings, but I'm not. I guess I'm using these pistons as floaters, and their retention ring, and I've got a little bit of issue. I've not been liking, but it's held up. Hey HRM, how you doing? Oh yeah, your in-play makes a big difference. And if you don't have enough in-play, you're going to be wondering why is the chunks of your piston going out the exhaust or back up the intake valve. Yeah. How you been, HRM? Yeah. I'm sure they probably do. Yeah, tension, yes. It's crazy on how the old motors, the old 350s had those high spring tensions, and wonder why you always had a ring ridge in the block. And these newer blocks, you tear them down, you don't have much ring ridge at all. But they still seal up and they still run. I'm still alive and kicking. uh, Getting a few things squared away, and got to get some tires on vehicles. Well, on at least Mama Bear's vehicle this week. So my truck, I got enough scabs left. I can go for a while yet. Otherwise, yeah, our snow melted. The weather's kind of decent, and yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you kind of get a group of people that have good luck with some parts, and then you get the next group they couldn't make anything work right. I mean, it's interesting how it goes. Kind of strange not having Pizza Boy here because I got these coupons around, but I don't know where they're all at. Oh yeah. Oh, you're driving home. Oh, that's why you were. Ah, you must have been out chasing your trains today. Oh, Drive Shaft, how you doing, bud? Uh, Hope everything's still going good up there for you. Seen you had a pretty good trip to U Dizzy's a while back. So, oh, at a friend's house. Ah, okay. Well, no wonder it never showed. You weren't home to get your notification. Yeah, today, I mean, like I said, I got all these builds out here, and that's what's holding me up is the green stuff to keep it going. I wouldn't mind building a motor and putting in a late model, just see how they do with it once. Yeah, I seen you in there earlier, and then I didn't realize I wasn't getting picked on, so I didn't realize you weren't there. Uh, so Drew, do you got snow up there, or did it melt off like down here? We were covered in snow, and it's now gone. So yeah, I want to get some more motors out on the racetrack this year somehow. All melted today. Ours disappeared yesterday. It dried up today finally. Ah, yes, spin those things. Anyway, I've been kind of, like I said, I've been trying to look in to see what it all takes. Well, there's James. I was starting to think I missed you tonight. I was like, I started on time. I figured somebody'd be showing up, but uh, kind of starting to do a little research into those 421s or something and see what I can get done. Yeah, it'll be interesting if you get those start casting and they will hold up and be a repop thing. Ah, you got busy. 8,500. Now my 377. I think the hardest I turned that was 8,500, and I was clocked at 165. We won't say any more about that. 3875 cranks. Okay. That'd be fun. Yes, that would, Mark. That would be fun. I've been watching some of the clips from the C show, and some of those guys that make parts for small block have now stopped making them for small block because the LS stuff is taking over. So I got a feeling there's going to kind of become an imbalance of small blocks. All right, Ohio. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Uh, there's going to be a imbalance of small block stuff here in a few years. Yeah, 400. I remember seeing an article where they did make that 400. Oh, no more projects for Drew. Uh oh. Uh oh. Yeah, I'm still crazy. I'm still trying to push for something. If I get the Cutlass home that I've been promised, I get that home next year. We could be going to a couple of drag strips and seeing what it does. See what we can make her do. See what kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, Ryan. Hopefully you get feeling better and you don't get any more of those blasted headaches. And that, that's not that's definitely not fun to have one is those migraines. And hey, did you get that Blazer bot? Had small block mains. Okay. I can't remember. You said you were getting it or looking at it. I can't remember what you were doing. Yeah. Oh yes, yes. Those have been handy this year. Got to finally use them a few times this year. They're worth having around. That's for sure. Had to stop and think. That's on the two. Why I've got the uh, Yukon. I got to see. I think I know where the line has rotted into for the AC. Uh, you ran away from it. Okay. Let's see if I can get that sealed up so I can charge the AC in the Yukon for the kids so they got some this Very hidden. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, those 916 strokers or something, but now finding the pistons for him now, that's next to impossible. That'd be fun, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're okay, Mike. I know. You're here. You're good. There's a Eric with done a video. I'll have to check that out when I get home. Seriously? They didn't understand why it locked up, Mark? Oh my god. You just can't do that. Cheese balls. Oh god, that sounds good. Oh man. Oh, let's break a main cap. We'll just grab. You know what? Well, once you tear the motor down and have it line board and fixed, and, yeah, match that block. Yeah, then it'll work. Oh man. Excuse me. Cheese whiz. God, I haven't had that in years either. Oh man. Oh, I don't know if I said it. I might have said it at the beginning. And nobody got to hear it. Our school won the state semifinals last night. They beat the team, so we got to go up to. They are. What am I trying to? They haven't lost any games yet this year. First time in years. First time our school's gotten this far in the state. So next Friday night they're going to be the last game, and whoever wins is going to be the Class 2A state winners. So unfortunately, one of our guys got taken out last night. He come down and he landed, and he landed on. He was got twisted around in the air, and he come down and he landed, and his left foot folded up on his shin. So they're not sure if he's going to be playing anymore or not. So I'm like, yeah. I ain't never been interested in football, but last night's game, I couldn't let. Then my phone froze up, and I'm like, oh, I mean, there's like 2 minutes left to go in the game. I'm like, by the time I get it back on, luckily they didn't get many plays in, and I got to watch the whole end of the game, and it was good. It was good. I've never been, like I said, I'm racing's the only thing I've been wound up, but last night's game had me hooked from start to finish. Stock plastic age, yeah. One of those you just take anything. Got all of them. Oh, okay. Oh, uh, two trucks to make a turn. Now that was tight. That was really, really tight. Wow. Been better to do like the one guy. He got hit hit so hard that snapped one of the main caps off, and he didn't know. And he pulled the motor out and ran it, and for quite a while, he's like making noise, and uh, I said, well, maybe you better check. And he pulled the oil pan off, and there laid the main cap. When he was in the crash, he got hit so hard that the front main cap sheared the bolts off and found the oil pan. And he drove it that way for about a week after he put it in the other car. And I said, yeah, I'd probably pull the motor out and rebuild it. He just got the bolts out of the block and put two new bolts in, put it back together, and drove it. Said, okay. But yeah, he, yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Hell of a knock when it started. Yeah, that would be a good thing to run away from. It just knocks when it's cold. After it gets warmed up, it goes away. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah, half the piston's laying in the oil pan already. The guy I'm watching now, he tore an 8N4 down. I think it's Guy in Wyoming or something like that. And he tore one of those little Ford tractors down, and he found big chunks. I mean, big chunks in the bottom of the oil pan. Come to find out, one of the sleeves came loose. Got down to the crank, and the crank come around and whacked it. Didn't know if it was from sitting or what. Sitting or not, it shouldn't knock like that. Oh, the old flatheads, yeah. Yeah, a couple of seconds went away. Yeah, not worth chancing. Yeah. Uh if that was the case, the offer would have been a heck of a lot less because I would have been planning on putting a motor in it right away. Oh, inline six. Okay. It's just cat. I was gonna say I was out there now. I haven't had much for Y blocks. Years ago, we had one. They ran in an old race car, and yeah, tearing the car apart. And this guy wanted the motor out of something else, and old race car, you don't care, and you're using a cutting torch. Well, needless to say, yeah, we had to get the garden hose out. Whoops, some sparks got into the interior. Uh, yeah, and there was dry leaves in that. Yeah, it got a little warm a little fast. Whoops. Yeah, it just one time we had an old pickup that we burnt, and we left the old distributor cap sit on the dash, and that was the coolest thing. I could have killed my buddy when he did it, but after it was all burnt, that old laminated windshield had sunk and took the shape. It got hot enough. The glass took the shape of that distributor cap, and I thought that was cool. About the time I was going to say something, I wanted it. He smashed it. I'm like, oh, you idiot! That was a cool thing that could have been a shop talking piece, but well, I never thought of that. Yeah, it was cool how that cap disintegrated, but the glass took the shape of the cap. Yeah, the metal in that pickup truck glowed red on the firewall. It got hot, and we're like, what the heck was in there that made it that hot? That thing burnt hot. Dash got cherry red. I had another old car that I uh, had been sitting at a farm, and the farm caught fire, and it caught the car on fire, but it hadn't got under the motor. Got to the motor, and we salvaged the motor, and that thing went well, because I used to do the thing of burn them out and then fill them full of steel. You get a lot more steel in them, and that thing burned hot too. Now I just smash them down, fill them full, smash the roof, and send them off. Actually, right now, just let them sit here, not doing anything. Yep. So yeah, I get my Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about doing. I got some heads I want to play around with and do some porting on them. And same time, I really don't want to do it in this build because I don't want all the metal shavings flying all over because I got some builds going on. I want a set of those small block Hemi heads they made back in the day. They're sitting in a museum. Those were cool. Yeah, burning corn. I have seen put holes. I've actually seen machine sheds where their vehicles have been inside that they have actually melted the roofs off the sheet metal. Uh, all right, Drew. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Kind of missed you. It's been a long time. And they pull the vehicles out and there's holes burnt through the roof from a metal building fire. So yeah, I've seen metal buildings go to the ground quicker than a wood frame building. Made them for the Pontiacs. Okay. There you go. That'd be good. It would be nice to have be able to dial in a good set of heads and okay, we got a picture. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's a picture. Wow. There you guys go. Smoky Unique 302 Hemi. Wow, Matt. That's 302 Hemi Z28, 600 horsepower. Wow, that is that's that's a hell of a setup. That's one hell of a setup. I'd like to find, yeah, wouldn't that be the ultimate barn find? Pop open a hood on a car in a barn, find that. That would be, that would be crazy. Yeah, the Feely 350 heads. I tried to figure out where I put those. Look, I thought I had that one sitting here. I could tell you which one I'm missing, but oh. Yeah, if it was in your barns, yeah. Elephants and rats in that building. Yeah, that's that was cool, Matt. Oh, so what's everybody got planned for this week? I can get, like I said, I get my hands on some parts, then we'll be back to going. We'll get an engine build going here. I don't know which one, but we'll get one of them going. Oh. Yeah, the weather's going to be. I really should get on Snowball this week and get that oil line replaced. Hey, Impala, red line for a good time. That's right. Hey, there you go, man. Hell yeah. Oh, oh. 429. Oh, I know I cuss Fords, but that's still a nice looking motor. Wish my phone can't do justice, but that's sweet. Drive it like you stole it. No, seriously, don't do that. Might get in trouble. Not suggested or implied by me. Uh, well, the 5.3s, I've rebuilt a couple of them and just done stock builds. I haven't really done anything crazy to them yet. One that I got out here now, I'm kind of thinking about putting a Corvette cam in it and upping it a little, but otherwise, I haven't done a whole lot of them yet. I'll tell her happy birthday. Let me guess, she's 19 and holding, or 20 and holding. What oil lease do they usually have? Seems like I don't know where it's coming from on mine, but a little over a year ago, I replaced the intake gaskets on mine, and you can't tell I did, but it don't look like it's coming out the valve cover, so not really sure where it's coming, but I've got oil on the outside of my motor. I think the most thing I've noticed is rear main seals. Actually, the valley pan looks pretty clean in there. It's the intake, so it's either something blowing back. I don't know, but otherwise, usually when I turn them down, they're not too bad. The thing I find most wrong is the fact that they don't get proper oil change. The oil sensor was another problem that they had. Um, Most of the ones I've had my hands on wasn't uh, properly oil changed. So, oh, that was a Shelby. Okay, black with gold. Hertz. That was a rent eraser from Hertz. Holy crap! 289 high performance engine. 4100 auto light carburetor. Huh. You could have rented that car, Hertz rent eraser at one time. Come on. Sorry for the bad quality, but wow, that's crazy, Matt. See, that's what I'd like to do. Go around and see some more museums and that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The intake. If it's got any mileage on it, yeah, it seems to be the intake gaskets always leak. I put the good Felpros in mine. I didn't go back with the stock style. I got the good Felpros, which are the thicker rubber, and it's done better. Okay. Oh, let's see. I'll turn it this way. Come on, let me see. There you guys go. You know, I was back when cars were cars. I don't care what anybody said. Those things were made to last. That isn't a pretty car. Hmm. How many miles does your 5.3 have on it? My 5.3 and my tan truck's got almost 330,000 miles on it. Okay, Dwayne. 282,000, yeah. When you take off the oil fill cap, is it white milky? If it's white milky, you might want to. And if you pull off your valve covers too, because you said that was a 2,000, I think. If you get the valve covers off and you see where some rocker arms look like they're steam cleaned and the others are dirty, you've got a cracked head. Oh, okay. Sean. Okay, that's yeah. You tighten down the heads and breaking your heads. I don't know if it did say how many were made. Nope, wrong. This one. You could have rented that car back in the day for $17 a day, 17 cents a mile. Oh man. It doesn't say how many were made, but yeah. I'm still learning on the numbers on these 5.3 heads. I can't remember which ones were the bad ones. I want to say the 706 were the better ones, I think. Oh, that's up in Minnesota? Oh, man. Almost home? Yeah. Well, that's better than being home alone. Uh, hmm. I just lost my train of thought. I do that once in a while. No, gotta get. The E3 plugs. Yeah, a little mixed on those. On the Canadian border. Oh, okay. That's what I have to do for Mom Bears and I's 25th here next spring. And that's what I'll have to do. Find some car museums, go hit them, and then take her to the ocean. That'd be fun. I got away with saying that because I know Mama Bear's probably sleeping. So she won't know. Oh, Mike. Yep, there's the funny Mike. Mike's getting closer to home. He's starting to feel natural again. Marvin Window money. Ah, okay. Here comes Martin. Or Marvin. No, is that Martin? That might be the Martin brothers here. I don't know. I don't know if we both could get on the boat or not. We've talked about that, but I don't know if I could get her out on the ocean. I can get her to the ocean, but I don't know if I could actually get her out on a boat on the ocean, let alone myself. It just small lakes and that I don't mind. When we were up in Port Huron, oh god, what 4 or 5 years ago, looking out across that water, even though I'm sitting on land, looking across that water there, Lake Huron, even made me nervous. and realizing those big ships out there look like little matchbox ships. That kind of got to me. I believe putting the stock AC Delco stuff, and that's the thing. Now, the oil replacement line came with a genuine AC Delco. Came with the AC Delco original part number. Came through Rock Auto. Heck of a lot cheaper than I could buy local. I'd like to support the local guys, but when I could buy for what they want for one, I could buy two or three of them offline. That's just hard. I know they got their overhead and that, but that's a little much markup. It just. Yeah, Mama Bear, she really wants to see the oceans. That's the one thing she hasn't seen yet. The plastic heater connections, I've had one fail and I replaced it with the plastic, and I haven't had any more problem. I don't I don't mind leaving the original plastics. Uh, I don't know. I kind of I don't like modifying stuff anymore. If I tried to keep it as the factory built it. Younger, uh, I would have just modified it and made it work. But that's just like my heater hose for the one truck. I ordered one for $25, and somebody, why didn't you get the barbs and the hose clamps and all this and make it? Well, is buying the barbs and all the hose clamps add up to more than what I would have paid for what I got. So, what brand? What do you mean? What was the brand I used? Uh, I put AC plugs back in mine. Oh, really? Ooh, I don't know if I can handle that. uh, yeah, AC Delco is what I use. Oh, the connector. Uh, it was one. I ended up getting it at Napa time. It was one of those help items. I don't know if that was Dorman or who that was. I know it was a green and white package, and I can't remember the name of it right now. But I found it at Napa. They were the only ones that had it. And for the way Dorman stuff's been going, I would go after an AC Delco. Yeah, once I got the old one off, got it released. Mine was just brittle. I just barely touched it, and it finally snapped. And once I got it off and popped the new one on, it was good to go. Yeah, once in a while I'll go to the NGKs or like Squirrel's car. We put the iridium plugs back in it and just put the same stuff back the way it was. And luckily, Squirrel's car's been doing good. We gotta get that somewhere and get the front end aligned. Now that I know the motor's going to be okay, so otherwise, yeah, she's driving the wheels off that. She's already put a bunch of miles on that. Oh, I don't know where it's been, but I haven't seen him. I guess there's been some Bigfoot sightings in eastern Iowa. I haven't seen him. He hasn't showed up here to help me move stuff yet, so. Be my luck, I'll walk over to go home and then be tonight. Let's see. Yeah, here's the rings. I guess it ain't Sealed Power. It's Hastings I've been using. Here's the rings for my 406. That's wait a second. Yes. Oh, God, I forgot. Those are 40 over pistons. That's a 40 over 400. That's right. I guess I can't put those pistons in their block. I got to use that block with those pistons. So, oh, hell on wheels? No, never. So yeah, that's a 40 over 400. That'd be a little bit bigger than a 406. James must got busy cleaning again. Yeah, I forgot those are 40 over. I really hope they're 40 over. Oh, Squirrel, yes. Yeah. Yeah. What? I didn't. I never drove crazy around her. Now, the oldest? That's a different story. Hey, Kendall. Yeah, or Ken. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Having a good show here tonight. You guys, you know what? After realizing I ordered 40s, now it's got me wondering. I gotta check those pistons now. I hope I didn't goof. I hope I didn't goof. Let's see. Come on, move. I don't need you to move that far. Just move a little bit. Oops. Drop something. In. Oh, they are 40. Whew. Okay. Yeah. There's my, well, you're looking at a crankshaft there. Here's my 406 pistons. See how close the top ring is? These pistons with a 882 head, the 76cc head, are 11 something to 1. If I put a set of double humps on top of these, that will make a 14 to 1 compression, I think it was. So, yeah, those pistons really cleaned up nice. So, yeah, that's the ones for the 406. Okay, I did order the right rings. I just got nervous there. What happens when you're dealing with too many pistons and too many different bore size. Then I got looking at my bearing supply. Anybody need some 20 under main and rods? I even got some 30 under rods. Yeah, 30 under rods. And then I've also got for old crank. What are these? I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know what happened to all my standard stuff or my 1010 stuff. And unfortunately, the mains I got are for 350, not 400, so I got to get some 20 under 400 mains. That's a Keith Black piston. I'd fall down to 408 is what I'm going to have. Okay. That sounded bad. Uh-oh. So, yeah. Yeah, that's a Keith Black piston, number 129. I don't have that book right here. I've had I've had guys cuss Keith Black, and I've had great luck with them. I've done stuff with them that I've tried doing with others. The other pistons failed, and Keith Blacks have held up good. So I like them. Real good luck with them. Oh, so yeah. Well, actually, I'm curious. I'll make sure I told you guys right. Just, yeah. Yeah, this is how long I've had a book. This thing's been through hell and back, and I still got it. Even gotten a little water damage, a little moldy. But yeah, a lot of good info in this book. Wish you could get a book like that from him. Okay, the Keith Black 129s. Oh, with the 76cc heads, that's 11.4 to 1. The 64 is 13.3. And if you put a 58cc head on it, it's a 14 to 1 compression. They are 6-inch rod pistons. So, and there you go. That's the ones I'm putting in there. So yeah, this thing, I mean, that just, and when they made this one, the founder, well, this book has, they made this with the, a tribute to the founder, and he died in 1991. They're Keith Black 129s. KB. They're 6-inch rod, and they are still available. Yep. They are 4 125. Well, whatever bore you need. Stroke lengths 3 3 7500s. So 3 3/4 inch, 6-inch rod. Compression height 1.130. 150 thousandths pop up. And 9.025 crank to deck clearance. And they only weigh with piston is 500 grams and the wrist pin's 145. So they're, yeah, you can get them in 30 over, 40 over. You just have to, let's see. Actually, I think Speedway, let's see. Speedway Motors still got those pistons. And Speedway, these guys right here have got them. And this is a 2019 catalog. They've got them, but in the Speedway they got 474-129. Bottom of the page is where they're at. New, those pistons are $395 a set. So yeah. Yep. So yeah, Speedway Motors, got them. So yeah, they can come on up in any size you want. So right. Yeah, when I talked to him at it has happened. Guys will put 350 pistons in a 327. It will run, but like you said, no power, no compression, because the you're going to be a quarter inch down in the hole, a little over a quarter inch. Go on, cat. Cat's been using the corner of my shop as a scratching post. Yeah, there were some case studies when I was going to college that we talked about where they put the wrong pistons. Now, if you put the 327 pistons in a 350 and you get it together without managing to lock it up, you go to crank it over, you're going to try and put a quarter inch of the 327 pistons right through the head. Uh, so, but, so yeah, like I said, this poor old book. I wish they would do it. And here they talk about Bobby Helms TP and TMP machine, super stock mod bugger, 400 Chevy on methanol, 600 horse with the Keith Black 129s. More Trans 86 Chevy 454 supercharged 800 horse. I mean, here's a 383 using the Keith Black 111s, 450 horse. I mean, Excalibur Thundersports was running a 377 supercharged on methanol, making 1100 horsepower with the Keith Black 194 pistons. Let's see which pistons those were. 194, which one are they? Must have been a 6-inch rod. Where the heck are they? Yeah. Oh, there they are. Really? Keith Black 194s. And he made 1100 horse in a top fuel or in a supercharge on methanol. Right there is the car. Right there's the pistons. Look at that, a flat top piston, and he made 1100 horse. Yeah. No, yeah. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Huh. So yeah, kind of neat, old little piece of history. Oh, yeah, I see everybody's been taking off and getting out of here, which I probably should do here pretty soon too. Go home and check on Mama Bear, make sure everything's okay with her. But yeah, like I said, hopefully we can get a 406 going and get the 377. That's okay, Mike. We had a good show. At one point, I seen we had 28 people in here. So let's see. I'll refresh this and see what the stat is. Let's see. Yeah, 16 likes and only 2 dislikes tonight. So hey, that's not so bad. But you didn't scare anybody off. So, well, Judy, nice to see you again. And kind of been wondering. I guess there's been quite a few people I've been wondering about, but by the time I get home to sit down and relax, and I forget what I was wondering about, and then never get to check on anybody. The likes should be out. Yeah, they crept up now. Mama Bear was doing a little bit better today. She just still hurting. Yep, the likes are climbing. Thanks, guys. Uh, Mama Bear's doing okay. Complaining of her hip hurting now. 19. Yep. There. Yeah, it's rolling over. So cool. Thanks, guys. So it's hard to believe this year's almost over. We're almost to Thanksgiving. The next thing you know, it's going to be Christmas, and then it'll be New Year, and then we'll be wondering where the next year's going, and it's going to go by way too fast. Yeah, banana bars. Yes. Um. So. Yeah, like I said, I got some things going on this week, and hopefully I can pick up a few parts, and maybe we can get the 377 fired up, get that going, get the 406. Well, I guess you should call it a 408 going, and plus this guy's at 383, so it'll be interesting. Anyway, guys, gals, everybody. Yeah, September, yeah. Yeah. And Greg, I'll get a hold of you here later, and maybe we'll talk about, I don't know, maybe I'll ship out some heads and parts and have you get some heads done up for me. Yeah, I've kind of been thinking about that, and having a little get together somehow. I don't know if I would actually do it here at the farm or do it away from the farm and then get to know people and the ones that really worth and come to the farm. I don't know. A lot of things. So anyway, everybody, I better get out of here. I've had 3 calls or see what they're about. So, oh, hi, Alan. Hopefully you just didn't get here. So anyway, guys, gals, I'll see if I can get something recorded this week and get 1 or 2 videos out at least, and let you guys know what's going on instead of waiting until Sunday night. So, all right, everybody, y'all take care. Have a good one. Stay blessed, and have a good week. Okay, never. All right, Matt. You know how to find me. So, all right, see you guys later. I had to remember how to shut this off.